I decided to intern at HRAC mainly because of my interest in human rights, but mostly because of all the different types of work that is done here, and it gives a lot of variety. I'm interested in research, I'm interested in advocacy, as well as representation in legal cases. So for me, this was kind of the best place to gain experience in all three of those fields, and for me that was the best motivation for me working here.
I picked HRC because I knew coming into this internship that I wanted to do my placement in Ghana, having lots of friends from here, and I've heard a lot of great things, so I knew that I wanted to come here. And through my university, this placement comes highly recommended, and I thought it would be a great experience to learn a lot about human rights and to gain experience for my future.
So the reason why I decided to work at HRAC is because back at my university I took a lot of classes on human rights and international organizations, and I thought it might be a good idea to get a framework and understanding about these things outside an academic framework. And what better way to do so in Ghana, which is a country I never visited and was always interested in, so that's why I'm here.
I've worked on a few different things. Some of the more exciting things I've done include I've been working on a case to protect the rights of 6 remand prisoners who've been in prison for some of them up to 8 years, and I've been working on a case aimed at getting them out of prison, which has been really exciting. I've also worked on a big project on gender-based violence in schools, including going out to schools and having a chance to speak to teachers and students about violence that they've experienced in the school and hear their experiences firsthand, which has been a really amazing experience.
Okay, the work I've done whilst being here includes conducting a research on female genital mutilation, advocacy system, widowhood rights, and witch counts.
Some of the things I've done here at HRAC, been working with some of the clients, helping them out, trying to resolve some of their legal issues. At the same time, been working on HIV/AIDS policy brief for medical practitioners, kind of legal aids and opinion advisors. And then sort of the major project I've been undertaking the last couple weeks is writing an amicus brief to submit to the Supreme Court advocating for LGBT rights. So that's been really great.
I actually done a lot of different things. I have been, yesterday I was at a refugee camp, but I also, now I'm summarizing case law, and I also have 2 different cases which I work with. One is about a woman that wants to divorce her husband, and another one is about remand prisoners. And I think it's like really interesting work, and it's always something interesting that you can do.
My favorite thing here is that every work is challenging. You get to experience a whole lot of things.
People are really passionate about what they're doing here and have varied interests, and what's really interesting and cool about it is that everyone kind of works together and is willing to help each other out.
Okay, so far I've only been to Bujumbura camp to go and conduct surveys, and that's been interesting as well as exciting, having to talk with the refugees as well as working with the interns as well.
The best thing about interning here is how quickly they throw you into the deep end. You instantly have to start talking to people in big suits and in big offices and interacting with real clients, which, being rather inexperienced at the beginning, it very quickly changes and it's very interesting.
My advice to future interns would be to make the most of your time here and to reach out to all the people who are working here, because they know a lot and have had a lot of experience in the field.
The advice I would give to future interns would be, well, maybe go for a longer time than just 1 month, because some people here were here for a month and I barely saw them actually. And you can get more done and get get to know Ghana better. So I think.
Okay. My advice to future interns would be that they will have to be really hardworking to come here, because they won't have it easy if you're not hardworking. Yeah, because I learned this is a place for multitask. So.
I've learned a lot while interning at HRSC, but I guess the one thing that I've learned is to take my own advice when it comes to saying yes to things, because you really do get the most out of things when you're ready to say yes.
So far, what I've learned at HRSC, some few tips about the procedures for legal assistance.
While interning at HRSC, I've learnt how to deal with clients, some valuable interview techniques. I've also learnt that human rights law is something that I would like to pursue, and it's been a very good stepping stone for my further studies.
While interning with HRSC, I've learned a lot about how I can further my human rights interests in a way that can benefit my continent, Africa, and the world as a whole.
Think you might be interested in interning at HRSC? The best place to go to find out more information is the HRSC website, www.hracghana.org. A section of the website is dedicated to information for interns, and you can find details about how to apply and whether you're a suitable candidate. Once you have decided this is something you want to do, you can also find more information on the website about living and working in Ghana and some of the human rights issues that people face here. See you in Ghana.